Thought the hardest part would be the day you packed the car, the slamming of the trunk, the driving off too far. I prepared for the explosion, for the jagged sudden sting, but I wasn't ready for the quiet that the morning had to bring. I survived the goodbye, I stood tall through the farewell. I thought I found my footing in this lonely empty shell, but then I saw your favorite mug chip beside the sink, and I realize I'm still standing on a ledge about to blink. The war is finally over, the smoke has cleared the air, but I'm still reaching out for someone who isn't even there. I didn't miss the fighting, and I didn't miss the lies. I didn't miss the way we looked through tired, heavy eyes. But God, I miss the you I knew before we turned to dust. The version of our story that was built on simple trust. I survived the ending, I moved on like I was told, but I'm shivering in a memory that's growing thin and cold. I miss the us we used to be before we went and lost. Yeah, I missed you after us. Hallways, having dinners with the wall, learning how to be a person who doesn't have it all. I can handle being lonely, I can handle being free, but I can't handle how you're taking up the space inside of me. I see a chord, it looks like yours, and my heart begins to race. Then I remember that I'm looking for a ghost I can't erase. It's not the loss of us that keeps me waking in the night, it's the you I keep on seeking when I turn out every light. I didn't miss the fight, and I didn't miss the lies. I didn't miss the way we looked through tired, heavy eyes. But God, I miss the you I knew before we turned to dust. The version of our story that was built on simple trust. I survived the ending, I moved on like I was told, but I'm shivering in a memory that's growing thin and cold. I miss the us we used to be before we went and lost. Yeah, I missed you after us. It's a different kind of grieving when the person is still there, walking around in a different city, breathing different air. I'm mourning someone living, I'm crying for a ghost, and the things I miss the most about you are the things I hate the most. Heartbreak, and I didn't miss the lies. I didn't miss storm clouds hanging in our eyes. But I miss the way you whispered when the world was getting loud. I miss the way we felt before we got lost in the crowd. I survived the ending, I moved on like I was told, but I'm shivering in a memory that's growing thin and cold. I miss the us we used to be before we went and lost. Yeah, I missed you after us. After the labels fell away, after the we became a me, I'm still looking for the shadow of who we used to be. I missed you. I just missed you. After everything. I woke up and the world was just as bright, which felt like an insult after last night. The birds are still singing in the apple tree, like they don't even know what you took from me. The clock on the wall keeps moving its hands, ignoring the way that I've lost all my plans. It's a cruel kind of magic, how the blood keeps its beat, while I'm nothing but wreckage left out on the street. The air fills my lungs, though I didn't ask it to. It's a reflex I have that has nothing to do with you. I'm still breathing, but I'm still broken, living in the wreckage of the words we left unspoken. My heart is a house with the windows smashed in, trying to remember where the us used to begin. They say give it time, but time is a ghost, haunting the version of me I love most. Yeah, the pulse is still steady, the oxygen's free, but I'm still broken as a human can be. I went to the store and I bought some bread. I walked past the places where we used to tread. My feet know the pavement, my eyes see the light, but everything's gray even when it's white. I'm a master of faking a fine and a smile, while I'm running a marathon mile after mile, away from the truth that is stuck in my chest, that I'm just a hollowed out bird in a nest. It would be easier if the world stopped too, if the sky turned to black when I lost you. But the sun keeps on rising, and the tide pulls the sand, and I'm forced to exist when I can't even stand. still broken as a human can be. In and out, slow and deep, counting the promises I couldn't keep. I'm still here. I don't know why. I'm still breathing under this empty sky. The neighbor's dog is barking at the rain. The television's humming to the wall. I'm going through the motions to keep sane, but I don't feel much of anything at all. I broke a glass and watched the pieces fly. I waited for the scream to leave my throat, but the air is thin and the well is running dry. I'm just a message in a shattered bottle's flow. If a heart breaks in a room where no one goes, does it make a noise? God only knows. Because the hardest part of falling is the quiet, the way the world just watches while you drown. There's no thunder, there's no violent riot, but when a life comes crashing softly to the ground, you can't hear the salt as it hits the floor, or the sound of a spirit closing the door. I'm screaming inside, but there's no one around, and tears don't make a sound. My face reflected in the sink, a stranger with a hollow kind of stare. I've had too much time to sit and think about the way you used to brush my hair. My phone is dead, I haven't charged the lead. There's no one left I'm waiting on to call. I'm living in the space beneath the bed, between the shadow and the writing on the wall. Blood makes a rhythm when it's pumping through the veins. Lightning makes a crackle when it's dancing through the plains. But the liquid grief that's falling from my eyes is a silent parade of 1,000 goodbyes. Because make a sound. No splash, no crash, just the slow, heavy weight of the ash. I'm crying out loud, but the room stays still. If the silence doesn't kill me, the memory will. No, they don't make a sound. They just hit the ground. I found the map where we circled the towns, the places we'd go when the world slowed down. The ink is still dark, but the paper is torn, like a summer dress weathered and winter worn. We had a kitchen table and a 10-year plan. I was your girl and you were my man. We were building a cathedral out of common dust, before the gold started turning to rust. We were one thin second from the finish line. One more I love you from being just fine. We were almost a lifetime, almost a home, almost a story that stays carved in stone. We were a heartbeat away from the always we swore, but almost don't open the lock on the door. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a could've been, watching the light on the porch growing thin. Oh, it's a long way down from the heights of our endeavor, back when we were almost forever. The invitations are still in the drawer, tied with the ribbon we don't need anymore. I wonder if the stars look the same from your side, or if you're also drowning in this rising tide. We had the garden planted and the colors picked out. We were the only thing I didn't doubt. But the bridge didn't hold when the river got high, and we traded our forever for a while. Almost is a poison, almost is a ghost. It's the thing that I miss when I need you the most. It's a beautiful tragedy, a holy mistake, the sound of a promise that's starting to break. forever, back when we were almost forever. Just a mile short of the rest of our lives, just a breath away from the sun as it rises. We were so close, I could taste the always. Now I'm just walking these empty hallways. We were almost, and we were almost forever. I was listening for a thunderclap to shake the room, waiting for a heavy storm, a sudden sense of doom. I thought there'd be a shouting match or a slamming of the door. You just set your keys down on the table by the floor. There were no jagged edges, no glass scattered in the hall, just the sound of shifting shadows as you leaned against the wall. You didn't raise your voice at all, you didn't even cry. You just let the silence settle where we used to let love lie. I prepared for a battle, I was ready for the noise, but I wasn't ready for the way you lost your voice. Your goodbye came quietly, like snow upon the street. No warning in the distance, no rhythm in the beat. It didn't break the windows, it just froze me to the bone. The softest kind of leaving that I've ever known. Now the silence is a mountain that I can't seem to climb. You stole the air right out of us, one whisper at a time. Yeah, your goodbye came quietly. I'm looking for the wreckage, for a reason to be mad, for a violent kind of ending to the best thing that I had. But you walked out like a secret that you didn't want to keep, leaving me to wake up while the world was still asleep. The tea was still steaming, the TV was still on. By the time I reached the hallway, you were already gone. No, I hate you, no, I'm sorry, no final desperate plea, just the ghost of your departure hanging over me. Your goodbye came quietly, like snow upon the street. No warning in the distance, no rhythm in the beat. It didn't break the windows, it just froze me to the bone. The softest kind of leaving that I've ever known. Now the silence is a mountain that I can't seem to climb. scream is silent. Sometimes the end is small. Sometimes the hardest part is that there was no sound at all. Just a shift in the gravity, a cooling of the light, and the deafening sound of never in the middle of the night. God, your goodbye came quietly, like snow upon the street. No warning in the distance, no rhythm in the beat. It didn't break the windows, it just froze me to the bone. The softest kind of leaving that I've ever known. Now the silence is a mountain that I can't seem to climb. You stole the air right out of us, one whisper at a time. So quiet, I'm still listening for you. But the house is just a hollow shell. You didn't even say farewell. It was just quiet. The hallway light is flickering again, stutter in the rhythm of this house. I still reach out for your ghost at 2 a.m., quiet as a secret, still as a mouse. I folded your sweaters, I put them in a box, but the scent of your perfume is hiding in the locks. And every time the wind pushes on the door, I expect to see your shadow on the hardwood floor. I'm speaking to the corners, I'm shouting at the walls, but the only thing that answers is the nothingness that falls. I left my heart in the echo of your goodbye, in the hollow of the room where we used to lie. It's trapped in the rafters, it's caught in the breeze, it's shaking like the winter in the willow trees. I can't move forward and I can't go back. I'm just a silhouette fading into black, searching for a beat in a hollowed out sky. I left my heart in the echo of your goodbye. I went to the park where we carved out our names, but the bark has grown over and covered the frames of the life that we promised, the dreams that we drew. And now I'm just a stranger who used to know you. They say that time is a healer, they say it's a friend, but time is just a hallway that never seems to end. And every word I whispered and every breath you took is just a missing page in a tattered old book. For a beat in a hollowed out sky, I left my heart in the echo of your goodbye. Listen close, can you hear it too? That lonely vibration that's calling for you. It's getting fainter, it's drifting away into the silver and into the gray. In the echo, just the echo of you. Cataloging moments that almost came true. The ghost of a maybe is all I have of you. You held the door open, but you never let me in. I was waiting for a story that you wouldn't let begin. We were a flicker, a match struck in the rain, enough to see the fire, but not enough to dull the pain. I was standing on the threshold, leaning on the glass, watching all the love I wanted simply come to pass. I was almost loved, but almost isn't home. It's just a crowded room that leaves you more alone. We were a heartbeat away from a life we'll never see. You were almost mine and I was almost happy. Now I'm still hurting from a flame that never grew. Yeah, I'm still bleeding from the almost of you. You use the words like weapons, or maybe like a shield, giving just enough of you so I would never heal. A soft look in the kitchen, a hand held for a mile, then the coldness of a stranger behind a practiced smile. How do I mourn a loss that I never really had? How do I feel that never grew. Yeah, I'm still bleeding from the almost to you. Still hurting. Almost was enough to break me. Almost was enough to change me. Close enough to touch the dream, but far enough to scream. Almost love. Still hurting. I'm still setting 2 plates on the kitchen wood, checking the door like I understood that you're just late or the car won't start. Anything but the truth that's breaking my heart. The coffee's gone cold in your favorite cup. I'm still waiting for the sun to wake you up, but the shadows are longer than they were before, and your keys aren't singing in the lock of the door. The walls used to echo with the things we'd say. Now they're just stones in the way of the day. And I'm learning how to live in the hollow, in the space where your heartbeat used to be. I'm tracing the ghost of your shape on the pillows, while the darkness keeps company with me. I used to fear the thunder and the rain, but now the quiet is a sharper kind of pain. I'm losing the sound of your voice in the grave, when silence finally learns my name. I saw a coat that looked just like yours in the crowd by the light of the grocery stores. I took a step forward, I started to call. Then I remembered I have nothing at all. It's the small things that cut through the skin, like the way that the winter is letting itself in. I haven't touched your side of the bed, I'm just living on the words that we never said. And I'm learning how to live in the hollow, in the space where your heartbeat used to be. I'm tracing the ghost of your shape on the pillows, while the darkness keeps company with me. I used to fear the thunder and the rain, but now the quiet is a sharper kind of pain. I'm losing the sound of your voice in the grave, when silence finally learns my name. It's a deafening roar, this lack of a sound. It's the weight of the air pulling me to the ground. I'd give every tomorrow for one hello to the person I loved and had to let go. the clock just ticks, but the time don't move. I'm a needle stuck deep in a broken groove. Whisper my name just one more time before the silence makes you mine. Yeah, the silence is calling my name. The clouds were gathering, I saw the gray, but you promised me we'd find a way. I was walking on a wire, high above the ground, looking for your hand, but you were nowhere to be found. I whispered that I'm slipping, that the wind was getting cold. I was clinging to a promise that was never meant to hold. I thought we were I thought we were a pair, but when the gravity took over, you weren't even there. And you let me fall alone into the dark. You watch the fire go out, didn't try to save a spark. I reached for you in midair, but you stepped back from the edge, and now I'm crashing on the pavement of every broken pledge. It wasn't the height that killed me, or the distance from the zone. It was looking up and seeing. You let me fall alone. I'm picking up the pieces in the valley of the pride, wondering how much of me died on the way down this side. You're still standing on the mountain, dry-eyed and serene, like I was just a shadow in a play you'd never seen. Was it easy to let go? Did your fingers even shake? Or was I just a weight you were waiting for to break? Yeah, you let me fall alone into the dark. You watch the fire go out, didn't try to save a spark. I reached for you in midair, but you stepped back from the edge. Now I'm crashing on the pavement of every broken pledge. It wasn't the height that killed me, or the distance from the zone. It was looking up and seeing. You let me fall alone. You could have warned me that you were letting go. You could have told me what I didn't want to know, but God, you let me fall alone into the dark. You watched the fire go out, didn't try to save a spark. I reached for you in midair, but you stepped back from the edge. And now I'm crashing on the pavement of every broken pledge. It wasn't the height that killed me, or the distance from the zone. It was looking up and seeing. You let me fall alone. I'm down here now. The air is thin and the ground is cold. I survived the drop, but I lost my soul. You're so far away, you let me fall alone. The coffee's cold, the house is way too still. I'm staring at the hollow on your side of the bed. I told myself I'd leave, I swore I'd have the will, but I memorized the bitter things you said. I kept the porch light on for a ghost that never came, tracing patterns in the dust upon the floor. I've forgotten how to speak without your name. Now I don't recognize my reflection anymore. Oh, I stayed too long for love, I stayed until it bled. I built a kingdom out of words you never meant or said. I watched the fire die and tried to warm me with the ash, holding on to every spark before the final crash. Now I'm a stranger in a house that used to be a home, learning how to breathe again, broken and alone. Yeah, I stayed too long for love. You were packing up your heart in increments, a little less of us with every passing day. I was making excuses, ignoring all the hints, trying to fix a debt that I could never pay. I thought if I was softer, you wouldn't be so hard. If I gave a little more, you'd finally wanna stay. But you were already gone, leaving me on guard, while the best parts of my soul just drifted away. Oh, I stayed too long for love, I stayed until it bled. I built a kingdom out of words you never meant or said. I watched the fire die and tried to warm me with the ash, holding on to every spark before the final crash. Now I'm a stranger in a house that used to be a Yeah, I stayed too long for love. They say love is patient, they say love is kind, but they don't tell you love can leave you blind. I waited for a version of you that's never coming back, while my heart was turning blue and the world was turning black. Till it bled, I built a kingdom out of words you never meant or said. I watched the fire die and tried to warm me with the ash, holding on to every spark before the final crash. Now I'm a stranger in a house that used to be a home, learning how yeah, I stayed too long for love, too long. The silence is so loud tonight. I stayed until there was nothing left to fight, just me and the ghost of us. I stay